All right, welcome back, everyone. We're in. Excuse me. Welcome back, everyone. We're going into Game 3 of oMgZues versus Roachgelion from the winners bracket of the NESPA SC2 Open that took place last November, and this match will be on Belshire Beach. I'm going to go ahead and get that started right now. And Roachgelion actually losing the second match. oMgZues able to tie it up. Partly due to Roachgelion's very aggressive all-in Ling with a macro hatch, really early macro hatch in the main. Just not really doing any damage, just getting further and further behind, transitioning out of it a little late. And Zeus playing very wisely, playing very defensively, able to get his quick expansion up, and then able to push in the mid-game and end it without even a confrontation. Now, I'm a little puzzled by Roachgelion's choice of map for the last match of this series. This is not a map I've considered very Zerg friendly. Now I'm probably an idiot, because let's be honest, I'm an idiot. But the reason I say that is because this natural is very, very, very vulnerable to any kind of Hellion aggression, which is been the flavor of the month lately from Terran players, and so I'm really kind of confused about his choice there. He's even going to go for what looks like a hatch first on this map, so I'll be very interested to see. Oh, maybe not. I guess I'm jumping the gun here. He's going to go ahead and just scout out with that drone, but still, having not taken any gas at this point or thrown down a pool, it still looks like a hatch first to me, and so I'm kind of confused and interested to see how he's going to hold off Hellion aggression should Zeus decide to do that. Now, I do know Zeus personally in real life. I know that he loves him some Hellions. He's going to block that expansion here at the natural, be really annoying with that SEV, but not going to keep it up, just going to do it for a little bit. Then scout into the main. Hatch does go down for Roachgelion. He is going to try to block the wall off here of Zeus, and Zeus not going to have any of that. Going to go ahead and push away that drone. Now, interesting, Zeus maybe forgetting to put a couple guys on gas here. Just has one guy mining gas for the time being. He's going to want to get that gas down if he wants to get any Hellions out. And so we're just going to have to wait and see here for a moment. Now, like I was saying, I know Zeus in real life. We play a lot in the CSL on the 2v2 team for UNL. Roachgelion, don't really know him personally. Did meet him at the NESPA SC2 Open. A great guy. Traveled up from Korea. He is actually, I believe he is Korean actually, but he traveled up from Kansas to participate in this. And it looks like Zeus opting instead of Hellions for a bunker marine push. Now I do know Zeus likes to do this in the games that we play against each other, but I don't feel it's necessarily the strongest play. He's not going to be able to get these bunkers finished, and so he's going to have to pull back and cancel that. And bigger than that, he's not able to get the Hellions out that he needs to actually put some pressure on this natural like he'd want to. So that's going to put him a little bit behind, having not been able to successfully push that. And now Roachgelion does have his natural up and secure. Does lose an Overlord there for a moment during that push. It was supply block for a moment. So that's going to give Zeus just a little bit of breathing room. Otherwise, he would actually be in serious trouble, as a heavy Ling counter could really pin him in his base for a long period of time. Going to go ahead and start building that command center is Zeus. He's going to try to go ahead and secure that expansion. He's going to need a lot more Marines, though, to hold off the Lings that are coming out from Roachgelion should he decide to put on some serious pressure. But he's just going to poke around with the 4 Lings, see what's up, see the 2 bunkers going down at the natural Zeus, and know that an expansion is sure to follow shortly thereafter, and continue droning up. Now, we do have speed about halfway done now for Roachgelion. We got 2 queens started in production. Did he forget to make a queen for a while? Looks like he forgot to make his queen at his main for a while there. So that's actually putting him pretty far behind in production. Worker counts definitely favoring Roachgelion at this point, over about 11 workers ahead at this point. Zeus, though, is going to be able to catch up pretty quickly once that expansion lands and he makes it an orbital. He'll be able to get twice as many mules out, which is that much more of a mineral advantage for a Terran player when they're both on even bases as they are right now. Roachgelion often taking his gas at this point in time. Zeus wants to see what's going on, so he's going to go ahead and scan the main there, canceling one bunker, feeling pretty secure, I guess. And like I said, he's going to go ahead and transition into Hellions at this point now. Roachgelion throwing down a lot of spines at his natural and starting a lair. That makes me think that he wants to do some sort of muta transition. He hasn't taken his 4th gas yet in his main, and maybe he's just waiting to be a little bit more saturated before he does so he doesn't get too much gas too early. But mutas will actually be able to shut down any of this Hellion pressure pretty hard, as Hellions do not shoot up. So it'll be a moment before we see any mutas out, not getting quite the gas that he needs, only 2 in each of those gas geysers. We have the Hellions poking out here at the front, scanning to pick off a creep tomb. We're going to see a bunch of spines at the front and be forced to pull back. So that's going to be really annoying for Zeus, knowing he could have probably got those Hellions out a little bit earlier had he not tried to go for the bunker rush and been able to do quite a bit of economic damage on this map. But that being so, he's just going to set up a light contain here out the front, poke around, see if he can pick off any lings or any creep tumors that are going down, and continue to try to get his economy up and running. Now we do have the spire going down now for, where is that spire? There it is. Going down now for Roachgelion. He's going to go ahead and start taking his gas again. Still hasn't rectified the gas problem at his natural quite yet, so that might actually be a little puzzling for him later when he ends up being a little bit short on gas. But not able to deal with these Hellions quite yet. Going to wait for the mutas to come out before he really deals with these Hellions. And it looks like we may be seeing a Roach muta transition again for Roachgelion. This is very interesting. You don't see this very much in a lot of professional games, but Roaches are exceptionally strong units, not particularly strong against tanks and Marines, as they do take extra damage from those tanks being armored, and Marines just don't die quite fast enough. But when you combine them with mutas, you get that added mobility harassment sort of flair to your army composition, which can actually make it be very hard to deal with. And I kind of like the composition, but we don't see it very much, and it's probably for good reason. But I like it, and I'm a scrub, so whatever. Anyway, we have Marines. We have Lings poking out to see if there's anything here at the 3rd. They're going to see nothing. Know that you know, he's still on even number of bases though, and probably want to try to take a 3rd of his own. Poking out just to see what's at the front of Zeus, doing a bit of scouting. In the meantime, mutas in production and Lings in production. So I don't know if this Roach Horn is just to play it safe. He's getting speed for it though, so I'm not entirely sure what the decision process is right there. This barracks just kind of chilling in the air, just showing off right now, saying, "Yeah, I'm a Terran player. I can fly my buildings around. How awesome is that?" Anyway, these mutas is going to go off into the main, it looks like, and do a bit of harassment. Is Zeus prepared? No, he does not have any turrets down here right now. He's going to probably lose a lot of these SCVs, as these mutas are going to go ahead and do a lot of economic damage right now and just camp this mineral line. Going to go ahead and try to focus. No, he was focusing down the command center there for a bit. Going to continue to pick off SCVs. Would like to see him go for some guaranteed kills here in a moment, but it looks like Zeus is like, whatever, screw it. I'm going to go kill you with these tanks and these Hellions. Man, I'm having a hard time remembering what things are called right now. But anyway, these mutas going to go ahead and pick off that command center. This mech push is kind of taking its time to get across the map. There are a few Marines back home, but not a lot to deal with this, and so it's base race time, basically. Blue Flame has been finished. These tanks, though, do not get sieged up in time to do any serious damage, and they're just blowing themselves apart as the Lings get in here and clean it up with ease. And that's going to be all she wrote for Zeus, and Roachgelion goes ahead and takes the last match of the series and wins. in round 2 of the winner's bracket of the NESPA StarCraft 2 Open. So thanks for watching. A very exciting series between Roachgelion and Zeus. We'll be back with more games here in the near future from the same tournament. We'd like to give a big shout out, though, to our sponsors who made the tournament possible: QuickTech Computers and Greenfield's Pancake House. Also, Da Vinci's Pizza and Champions Fun Center. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting esports in the Midwest. Especially a big thanks to QuickTech for providing the computers on which we played the games. Definitely go check them out at QuickTech, with TEQ is how you spell tech, quicktech.net. And a big shout out and thanks to them. Thanks to you guys for watching, and we'll be back soon with more matches of StarCraft 2. So, peace.